So I'm going to take you through a walkthrough of the back. So starting off, this vignette is the 6th Doctor facing off against the Weeping Angel in a castle vibe setting, because I made a castle in the background. You got some trees as in a forest and a minikit behind the trees. Going down, we have the 13th Doctor versus the 12th season reincarnation of the Master. And so you just have a couple of rock faces with fire and a minikit behind the Master. Then down here you have the 4th Doctor against a Zygon. You have a transformation feature, which I'll show later. And then you have a lava face, a lava pool, and a minikit hovering above the lava pool. Then down here you have one of the most famous scenes in Doctor Who history, which is the very first one, where the 1st Doctor steals a TARDIS from Gallifrey. So you got 2 different types of TARDISes in the back. You got this one, which is a bit smoother than this one, with like a couple of like holes and greebling. The 1st Doctor is carrying a gold brick, and so there's no minikit in this one. Then you have the TARDIS, which you have the 10th and the 5th Doctor investigating a minikit. You have stairs that are leading down. You got a chair right here that's on one support beam. You got a clock right here with a control panel here. You got a control panel here with the blue dot. You got a control lever here. Then you have a control area right here, which I can't get to at the moment. Then you have more control pieces over here, and I actually, for this one control panel, I used the time piece from the DeLorean set. So going farther out, we got the TARDIS interior, which are some orange dots on gray plating, which is how the TARDIS interior looks. Then you got the 2nd Doctor going up against a couple of Time Lords. And so you got, golden minifig statue. You got a crate full of crystals. And this technique that I found out recently, you can actually put a Lego window piece in a Lego chest where the top would be. So you have the Time Lords right here. And so I have 2 of them. Going down, you have the War Doctor's shed area, where he has the moment, which is what he uses to destroy Gallifrey. And then he has a sock, a whole bunch of different, pieces of dead plant. And then you have a broken minikit scattered around the place, so you had to build it. Then down here, you have the 3rd Doctor investigating some fire tracks on the road. There's a 50-mile-per-hour sign, a minikit right here, the 3rd Doctor with a magnifying glass. Then on the road is actually what the DeLorean left behind. So you have the out-of-time license plate with the fire lines left from the tires. Then the last vignette in the last part of the back is the 9th Doctor versus the Autons, which are living plastic. So it's a retail store setting with, mannequins that are coming to life. And I have a feature where one of them can be destroyed and you get studs, but I'll talk about that later as well. So that's the back. So in this vignette with the 4th Doctor and a Zygon, I have a feature where the Zygon is on a platform right here, and so if you turn it like so, it looks like the Zygon has just transformed into a human, which is what the Zygons do in Doctor Who. And to transform back, you just turn it the other way around. And I hidden this as like a rock face, so it's not as, sticking out as other ones. I also have a little lava fall feature here with the minikit. And yeah. So I have a play feature for this vignette area. So if you look on the side, there is a little knob right there, which I can turn to knock down a platform, or make the platform fall down, knocking off a minifig, dropping studs like in a Lego video game. So if you turn it, minifig goes away, and studs drop like in an actual Lego video game. And to reset it, all you have to do is just make sure all the studs are out. You can put the platform back up. You can detach this window frame in order to sweep out all the studs. You place back your minifig like so. And then there's a little slot right here that I can put back all the studs. All 6 of them. So if I do that real quick, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 right here. Make sure all the studs are in. All of them right here. Then you can easily reset it and go again. Another one of my play features has something to do with the TARDIS and the alleyway area. So I can actually remove the TARDIS and replace it with a piece that just makes it look like the alleyway just goes on for longer and TARDIS isn't there. So all I have to do is I just have to take off the TARDIS interior piece, remove the TARDIS interior, then I have this piece right here, which I can slide out of the way. I can then detach the TARDIS roof, like so. And then I can do whatever I need with the TARDIS, because now it is free to use, like so. Then this piece right here, I take this piece that I also made for it, attach it in like so, and it slides in simply like this. And if I go round, the TARDIS is now gone and the alleyway just goes on for longer. So yeah. So right here I have the lettering that spells out Doctor Who at the very front. Next to it I have this rotating feature, so it uses a simple wind-up gearbox. So right now I have the Death Star right here, or just, you could just say it's any type of planet, but you wind up in the back right here, and I'm holding it so it doesn't go all crazy. Then once it's wind up, it'll spin around, which looks really neat. But the Death Star is just one of the attachments. You can also, if you don't have the TARDIS attached to the alleyway right there, you can line it up on the studs, like so. Hold it, and as you spin, you can do like this. And once you let go, the TARDIS will start spinning like it's, flying through space and whatnot. I really like how this turned out. I used a simple rotating wind-up gearbox. Then I inverted the horizontal gear rotation to make it a vertical gear rotation, so it'll keep spinning as long as, I've wound it up. And yeah, let's go. So here's the front of my mock. So right here you have the wording Doctor Who with the letters made out of Lego. Then, so starting off right here, you have a radio tower. And so I went with a 2D aspect for the sky. So it's bricks and plates with white pieces mixed in to look like clouds. So at the very top right here, you have a silence, which is looking over everything, controlling everything. Then you have a minikit. Then down here, you have a riverway, which is coming from this sewer drain right here, which I used some power blast pieces to make it look like the water's rushing in. Got a rat. You got a Cyberman being thrusted into the water by the 7th Doctor and his umbrella. You got so these two right here are classic Cybermen. So this classic Cyberman is right here, targeting the civilian, but you have River Song with her Book of Spoilers, defending him with her sonic screwdriver. You have a street light, and then you have a Dalek that's attacking a human, which I used the face from Professor Quirrell from the Lego Harry Potter set to make it look like his face is being disintegrated. Then you have the 11th Doctor running to save him with his fez and his sonic screwdriver. You have the 8th Doctor confronting Davros. Then you have this street crossing area with the TARDIS in an alleyway. You have a street light, a street crossing sign, and a woman that is looking very scared because there is a piece of wall that is being broken by a Dalek, and the 12th Doctor is holding on tight with the sonic screwdriver. The wall, I used clear pieces to make it look like all the pieces are flying everywhere. So you got a cat flying out, you got studs because, it's just broken. A mini kit, a Dalek is also flying out. So from down here, it looks like it's just totally just floating. and I think it looked really good, turned out really well. This is the tallest building other than the radio tower, and it's just kind of like a Japanese-inspired, Ninjago-inspired building. Then you have a police station with the police sign. Use some of the classic police station pieces to make it look, you know, like it's more vintage. Then right here you have a crashed car with studs everywhere because it was just broken. You got a red brick floating there because it's a Lego game. Then you have Jack Harkness right here facing off against the Cybermen, which just crash landed right here. And so I made a crater right there, and I positioned the Cyberman to look like he just landed, which caused the crater, which has studs, debris, varying colors of brown and gray and black, so it looks like the whole street was just demolished. And then right here, by the TARDIS, you got a, like, jewelry sandwich shop, which sells sandwiches and jewelry, which is a nice combination. You got a fancy window there. You got 2 stud tall handle, and over here you got another 2 stud tall handle. And yeah, I think this turned out really well. And yeah.